All right, you guys, I'm giving up on Sabian symbols for the rest of the day. Okay. Listen, I timestamped the reading, so that way it's easier for you guys to jump through. If you don't watch the Sabian symbols, that's fine, but it sure enough goes with the energy of the reading. So I hope you can stick through the hour that I put into it. Okay, let's get into the following reading for today. Planetary hour of, yes, my voice is gone. I'm trying to get it back by continuing to talk. So if you don't want to hear me talking, I'm sorry. I'm at the hour of Mercury on Mercury's day. All right, let's get into it. I've got Libra in the second house. This is Virgo again. I don't know what's going on, but it's making me mad. Aquarius in the fifth house. Libra. Did I do Libra already? I can't even think anymore. I really can't. This is crazy. I'm going to let you in a second. She'll start scratching at the door all crazy. I'm going to do. Yes, I did. I did Libra yesterday. Come on. Did I do Capricorn? Scorpio 11th house. Saturn. You know, Scorpio's been coming up a lot. The actual sign. Different placements in the houses, though. So Pallas, the goddess of war, being in Scorpio right now could be of significance. Coming to, I don't know if it's like utilizing the intellect in the way that we think is very heavy in the energy right now. Yeah. So Capricorn, Scorpio 11th house. No. Saturn energy heavy. I should have did this reading at the hour of Saturn. I don't know. Let's see what it's all about, though. I'm feeling like tea leaves, but let me just see what I get first. See what I need to see. A work opportunity. One that you may have missed in the past. Because I'm seeing the Four of Cups and speak about a missed opportunity. What is that? I don't know if you do healing work. Like, yes, that's what it is. I don't know if you work with a specific group of like-minded people that do healing work. Or this is what's fated to come in. Where you're heading on your path that allows you freedom and independence. Why do I feel Pisces here? Saturn is in Pisces at this time. I got the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands. It's giving me like fast moving energy. Like it's coming up soon. Like very soon. Like you can see it out in the distance. Hierophant. You know, I can't seem, because I know so much about the Sabian symbols, I can't seem to get this out of my energy. But if I'm reading for Capricorn, normally it's very interesting. Alright, what's going on here? Excuse the background noise, guys. They're here. Kids are like all out and about. Empress. Does this have to do with what? With the Empress? Page of Swords. Okay, I just heard that the Divine Feminine's roles are very important right now because of the changes that are coming up. All right, there's a lot of healing work that needs to be done. And I feel this is a Divine Feminine's role. So I'm feeling like, is that why I'm feeling Pisces? Because I'm feeling like North Node in Pisces energy. It's kind of giving me like healing wounds through compassion, understanding, sympathy, through spiritual work, through therapeutical work, through, this is so many different things. Yes. This is going to be the ending of difficult times and for us to come back and start healing. You know what's crazy? Oh, I can't. I said I wouldn't do it. I'm not going back into Sabian symbols. But a lot of my readings, they reflect on the Sabian symbols because I understand the energy due to the astrology. It's important. See what I'm saying? It's important right now. And what's happening with Jupiter and Gemini. It's very, very important. And where Pluto is currently right now in Aquarius. Those two energies are intellectual signs, right? South Node being in Libra. With Lilith. All right, the asteroid of power, of revenge, vengeance. You know what I mean? Something has to change in the energy. Look, the angels are all out here. I'm telling you, look. I'm not, listen, I don't make this shit up. I know what I be getting. Okay. I gotta pull out my Angel Tarot deck. See what I'm saying? It has a lot to do with what's coming up for Pisces. And where Jupiter is currently too. The healing community. Those that put work in the healing community. That's where we're heading right now. When it comes to overcoming a difficult time of conflict in the world. All right. See, heavy Pisces, I'm telling you. Heavy. I need to fast forward the astrology to next year. Like, let's say March, April. Like, you see how the energy is this year, and where I kept saying it's going to take a while for the year to start really taking off. Well, when Pluto retrogrades into Capricorn and then goes direct on November 17th, it will then go retrograde again in 2025. And that will be on May 4th. It's going to retrograde at 3 degrees and 49 minutes. So we'll be in between the Sabian symbols of the 3rd degree, and where we spoke about refusing to accept the unacceptable, and in between the following 4th degree mark where it speaks about spiritualism. Like, oh God. The following one is a Hindu healer. Spiritual focus. That's where we're going. So the work that you do now is going to look 10 times better next year. Where's Jupiter going to be at that time? Ooh. Somebody get me a chiropractor. That's all I know. I need like acupuncture or some shit. Maybe that's something I could look up doing, right? No, I am not for medical. I'm sorry. I can't stand it. I hate being at doctor's offices. I feel like for me, whatever I do, I would prefer to do online with something, you know. We'll see where God wants me to go here. I don't know. What am I looking at? Let's do like May. Let's do May 4th, the day that Pluto goes retrograde in 2025. Let's see what's happening at that time. All right. So Pluto's going to be retrograding that very day. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be heavy in cardinal energy. We'll have Mercury, Venus, Neptune, Chiron, and, well, specifically at the time I put it in, it's giving me midhaven. I don't need that. Will be 4 energies in cardinal fire, Aries energy. When it comes to fixed fire, we'll be with the Mars and Aries. Sorry, Mars and Leo. What am I talking about? Okay, yes, Mars will be in Leo in fixed energy. Mercury, Venus, Neptune, and Chiron is going to be together in Aries. See how Neptune steps out of Pisces? Hold on. So Neptune and Aries, I had looked this up last year when I was like working through what was happening with the generational planets. It says determined and passionate energies in creative projects, high level of spirituality, deep inner knowing through intuitive insights and psychic abilities. That's Neptune and Aries. Okay. Pluto will be at the 3rd to the 4th degree mark, where there's spiritual focus here. Sabian symbol speaks about a Hindu healer. So doing healing work. All right. And then over in Aries, we're going to see 2 of the closer planets, Mercury and Venus, in Aries. One at 20 degrees, the other at 2. A comedian entertaining a group. Check this out. I don't make it up. Jag. Jupiter and Gemini. Turn that off. Why didn't you go with them? You didn't want to? Yes, I'm recording. I'm asking a question. You don't want to go? Okay. A situation in which one has to impress others with knowledge, discussions about business or legal affairs, a lecture, talk to a group or a society. So a situation in which one has to impress others with knowledge, higher knowledge, is Jupiter's energy. Jupiter's energy is spirituality. Spirituality is you, a comedian, entertaining a group. You need to get some sort of feedback with what you're doing. But what did I say was happening here? We were going to be doing what? Growing and expanding in media and entertainment, in the music industry. There's going to be multiple things that are going to be helping heal what we've been experiencing in the shitty lifetime that we're living in right now. COVID, wars, all this stuff, right? It's almost like bringing a community of people together that resonate in whatever you fit in so that people can heal. So say, for instance, I do tarot, and people love to hear, like, the energies or what's coming up or what's to be expected, right? So that way you're not, like, coming out of a tower shocked as hell and didn't know what to expect. All right? Psychic abilities, like, this is what's coming up for you, blah, 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 blah. Yes, astrology is real, guys, okay? But this is having a group of people and having, like, to adjust to some sort of feedback on how you present your information out there. That's what it's giving me, right? Okay, let's look at 22 degrees of Aries, because we spoke about this. This is right now where, who's there right now? Mars is there right now in 22 degrees of Aries. Currently right now with this specific Sabian symbol. I said I wasn't going towards this, but I can't get away from it because it's perfect sense. It's like very efficient in explaining the energies coming up. The gate to the garden of desire. All right. Optimism as a life path. What's optimism? What's optimism? The energy of the moon is your emotional state, right? The divine feminine, right? So we've seen the divine feminine come out with having the opportunity to heal. Optimism is a life path. As a life path. Abundance arising as a result of trust, optimism, synergy, sharing, and abundance as life principles. What does that look like for you if you're working on a healing journey? If you're meant to be a healer? So this is why this year, pertaining to Capricorn's energy, there's a heavy restriction on our emotional state, number one. Number two, it has a lot to do with spirituality. Number three, it has a lot to do with putting in the hard work. But we're not meant to kill ourselves. We're not meant to work harder. We're meant to work smarter. Gemini energy, expand the intellect. Pluto, destruct the mind and rebuild. I need to find a different way for me to explain this energy. I really do. But this is the most efficient that's been working for me, so that's why I share it with you guys. Because I feel like tarot is like, it gives you a storyline and everybody's like, yep, this is what's happening today. No. This could be a message for you in the following year. I don't know. Spirit works with me in miraculous ways. It's weird. Through numbers, through symbols, through colors. Right? It's almost like through visions, through hearing music. I told you guys, I'm telling you. It's weird, but it's valid. All right, so this whole 22 degree mark right now where Mars is at this current moment, it says here, a further benefit is achieved, the development of an attitude of optimism and the expectation of success. So the fact that if you're going down the path of being a healer, and it causes where you need to really like focus on gaining knowledge, all right, being optimistic, traveling, seeing places, meeting new people, that type of thing. It's almost like that's what the future looks like. What was the reading the other day? For Leo, I was getting like a travel nurse. A traveling nurse. That's what I was getting. Interesting. That's what I was getting. A traveling nurse. Listen, a bunch of people collaborating to spread the word. I got a piece of hair floating. Okay. I'm shedding from stressing. Okay. I don't know, this came out this way. Like, let's not confuse people what we mean by actual traveling. I'm kind of getting like astral traveling. I'm hearing astral traveling. I don't know. I got the Knight of Cups here with the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So traveling. How can we travel? We can travel through the internet, right? Through the media. We can travel there. We can touch base all over the world. The internet is literally all over the world. Okay? Something about that energy. Oh, I don't feel good all of a sudden. I really don't. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, the moon in Leo. That is that generosity? Appreciation, my bad. Same difference. A lavish occasion, theatrical events, children's performances, pride in an achievement, short-lived fame, excessively dramatic behaviors in family party or gatherings. Why am I tapped into this so deep? Neptune and Aries at the first degree. I want to see that. Because the Neptune would be the planet of... see what I'm saying? A woman has risen out of the sea. A seal is embracing her. Recognition of potential. Emergence out of the realm of potentiality into the realm of reality. Alright, so becoming the essence seed of your soul's incarnation. What happens when you go through a spiritual journey, a transformation? You come back incarnated. I'm going to tell you guys a story. Alright, back when I used to smoke cigarettes. And I was hanging out in front of the house. I was smoking a cigarette. And this guy comes over. He goes, "Hey, you're beautiful." I go, "Thank you." And he stood there. You know, this guy looked like he was homeless. He looked like, you know, dirty clothes, all that, right? And the fact that he came to me and started talking and tried to have a conversation by dragging me and saying, "Hey, you're beautiful." It wasn't that I couldn't say, "Oh, thank you," right? But I was on the phone and I was speaking to my man, and I'm like, you know, out of respect, I'm on the phone with my man, and he goes, "Oh, no, 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 that's okay." But every time he saw me, it was a, "Hey, how you doing?" So it got friendlier and friendlier and friendlier, this energy, right? So he goes, what the hell he said? "My name is Tupac." And I was like, what? Right? Because I'm like, what? I've never heard of anybody else's name around in my environment with the name Tupac. But he goes, "My name is Tupac and I've reincarnated." I was like, what? He said I reincarnated. And in my head, I'm like, that's not even possible. Who the fuck does he think he is? But this is before I knew any of this stuff. Like, but Tupac was like this very rebellious person, didn't give a shit, always said what he had to say, didn't give a shit who, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to expect out of that situation. So it kind of made me nervous, where I was just like, every time I step outside, you're there. Almost like if this person had a piece of my brain. If I said I was going to the store, this person knew I was at the store. And he would be right there standing to block me in some way, to make me see him in some way. I was just like, that's fucking trippy. Like, you know, whatever. I didn't pay it no mind, right? Then I started having visions of things happening before they actually happened. Because I could feel it. I could sense it. I would see synchronistic signs. I would look out for numbers. Let me tell you, spirit comes through in so many different ways, where you could, for instance, specific store names. Let's start there. Doesn't this sun look like Target? Target is what? The representation of what? The red color. The red is power. It's authority. All right. I don't know where these company names come from, but they're very, very, very significant. Oh my gosh, I can't remember anymore, but there's so many. There's so many. So many. Car names. For instance, Mercury. Mercury is associated to cars, right? What else? Why do I feel, okay, this reading is more like a channeling reading. I'm feeling that. All right. Like, for instance, Nikola Tesla. Look at Tesla now. I can't even remember what this guy was known for. Shame. Didn't he create the 369 rule or some shit like that? A Serbian American inventor, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, a futurist. Look at our cars. Look at Tesla cars. The very first futuristic car that I've seen so far. Weren't they the first electrical powered cars? Right? What else am I thinking of? I'm drawing a blank. I hate when this happens. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I'm onto something now. I don't know if this is just saying like there's a transformation in the community, right? Through healing first. Oh my. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Do you believe in reincarnation, guys? Because our souls return back to Earth to deal with past life issues, right? But we reincarnate in a way. I'll explain it like this. Yeah, it was Tesla's 369 theory. Hold on, let me look it up. The number 3 is a direct link to the universe, while the number 6 represents the strength we have in ourselves, and the number 9 represents the feelings of negativity. Nature and the human blueprint. Anyway, what was I about to say? I'm drawing another blank. This is part of the process, though. Oh, I went into a Barnes and Noble store. And when I walked in there, well, first of all, I parked my car. I got out of the car. And there's a group of people around me. And I'm like, what the fuck? This one guy that looked poor as shit was the only person that talked to me that day. Everybody else was like with the ugly Ugg mugs on their faces, like if they saw a damn devil. Apparently I'm the devil, right? Like they saw a devil. I get out the car, I park up, whatever. Get in the store. One guy spoke to me. He had on a blue shirt, a cap on his head, and his mouth, his teeth were fucked up. Like, bad. Real bad. Real bad. What does the teeth represent? Is that Capricorn? Aries. I'm kind of getting Capricorn too. Let me just double check. But it was giving me Aries energy. He reeked of cigarettes. It was almost like if Spirit, as I'm looking for tarot cards, is sending someone on my path to show me, bitch, you better stop smoking. This is what you're gonna look like. I swear to God. I swear to you. I'm not supposed to be swearing, but I'm swearing to you because that's what it felt like. It's almost like the universe putting up a mirror to you so that the shit that you need to stop doing in order to ascend spiritually, it's like you can't get to the next path unless you stop this. You have to master this before you get to that level. When you get to that level, you can't no longer have this person connected to you. That's what it is. All right. So when you don't learn a lesson, going back to the guy that I met in front of the house, smoking a cigarette. Okay. The guy in the Barnes and Noble store told me, you should start scrying. And I was like, what the fuck is scrying? I didn't know what scrying was. Apparently you write some shit down, you tap into the energy, and you tune in with the energy of your intellect, right? You can draw out pictures, whatever. Like, I didn't know what that was. But that's a connection to source, apparently. Scrying. Music is a connection to source. Writing books is a connection to source. So it's all through the energy of the intellect. But what the damn guy told me in front of my house was that he was reincarnated as Tupac. And I asked him, I said, are you part of the Illuminati? That's what I said to him. For some reason, that was the very first thing that slipped out my mouth, was like, oh, is it? Oh my God. I don't know. I asked him, was he part of the Illuminati? And he looked at me like, this is crazy. I don't know why did I reference the Illuminati to Tupac. I'm literally looking this up and it's... First off, I love everyone of you brothers and sisters. Mercury's energy. Siblings. And can only hope Aquarius's energy. You survive these corruptions. Capricorn energy. I feel like people can create through the energy of music, through writing, through being like entertaining. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It was almost like I saw something I wasn't supposed to see. But I saw it. So the Illuminati, I'm seeing the dollar sign. I'm seeing the eye above the pyramid. I feel like people are just being initiated into these type of things. That hurt my chest. Oof. I can't say it. Kilomunati. A Blend of Kill and Illuminati is part of the title of the fifth and final album of rapper Tupac Shakur. The full title is The Don Killuminati, The 7-Day Theory. You see what I'm saying? Look, it says, while serving a prison sentence in 1995, Tupac Shakur took a strong interest in philosophy, military strategy, and history, including such works as the influential political treatise, The Prince by Machiavelli, which inspired the, I don't know how to say that word. Okay, so this is the person that inspired his album, apparently. It's almost like if you're not meant to know a specific knowledge, the Illuminati will come and kill your ass. That's what I'm getting. I don't know, but it was almost like the way he came to me at the door was to reflect to me something. Go ahead, grab her, babe. You guys, I don't know what I'm getting here, but it's something. Like, if you're expressing a specific belief system that a lot of people don't agree with, then they're going to come for you. Almost like whatever you know is not supposed to be illuminated. See, look, it says, others are sure he was dismissing conspiracies or wild beliefs that distracted people from real-world issues of racism, poverty, or drug abuse, which appears corroborated by interviews. Interviews is in the media. Spokesperson. The news. Whatever. It says, I'm killing the Illuminati shit to them. He suggests that he is rejecting larger societal forces or excuses that kept people down. What are we experiencing right now? Power, authority, structure, trying to be controlled. But what Pluto is doing is destructing that shit. Ooh, what if Tupac was reincarnated to come back and be part of bringing down this shit? That's what I felt like this shit was. Oh my gosh. It was almost like if, look at the world right now, right? Before it was, no, you can't smoke weed. That's bad for you. That's a bad drug. Da, 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 da. But the minute the world starts going crazy, all of a sudden, weed is legal. Why? Because it's putting an illusion and rose-colored glasses onto what's actually really happening in the world. So those that can't fucking see it, we got corrupt ass cops around us that are meant to do their job and be corrupt and cause killings. You know what I'm saying? You allowing the drugs to be out on the streets. Like, kids are all fucked up nowadays. Like, it's so sad. It's literally so sad. I just thought of my daughter being out there right now. That doesn't make me feel comfortable. And I hate that I have to put like a restriction on it. And I have to be sure that I trust who she's with. Because it's family, right? But family could be family. Friends could be friends. It doesn't fucking matter. I see something being brought up here about September 11th. the 911. Think about it in tarot. The Hermit, the 11th is justice. This is crazy. I don't even know where to go next with this conversation, to be honest with you. Like, do I leave it here? Let's see if there's anything else I need to pick up on. I don't know. I just feel like the world is changing rapidly right in front of our eyes. Page of Pentacles. I keep seeing this energy. I don't know. I'm kind of getting like, keep speaking. Like you're going to finally have the opportunity to speak. I don't know. Maybe you're going to have the opportunity to speak about it. I got a Temperance energy here, the Angel, the Chariot, and the Seven of Swords. Listen, I'm not even kidding when I get these messages, these little small downloads. Do we have angels that are riding around in vehicles being deceptive? Or those that have reincarnated as they're supposed to be coming into the world as angels? What is this? To cause anxiety, heartbreak, stress. Instead of actually moving on and helping people heal. Right? They were supposed to come in and be supportive. Or this is it. This is it. This is it. The angels are like, fuck that, we're taking over. Because there's too much deception in the world. Alright, too much stress, anxiety, worries for nothing. Because these people were sent back here reincarnated. Alright, to help people move on and heal. And support them with the gift of what the energy of what they know. Okay. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why people are going through transformations. Like if you're blinded to the shit, if you're hung upside down and you can't see clearly, motherfuckers are going to be put down on pause. Go sit your ass down. Your world's going to look fucked up until you stop doing drugs and doing shit you're not supposed to be doing, fucking up your health. Because when your health is healthy, you get to see clearly. And the fact that Pluto's in Aquarius and energy, I got in the reading the other day, something about you cheated death. Right? And that's what it felt like for me. Because when I tell you guys what I experienced, that was like somebody was trying to kill me. I swear. And everybody thought that I was going crazy. And I'm like, I'm not fucking crazy. I'm not going to smoke a blunt. I'm not going to drink shit. I'm not crazy. Y'all know I'm not crazy. Me seeing what I saw. It's almost like if nobody else around me believes me, I'm going to believe me. I'm going to change so I know where I'm heading. Y'all can be fucking cuckoo if you want to and kind of go with the flow if you want to, because you're going to be controlled. But it ended up flipping back on me where it's like, ooh, you know too much. Go sit your ass down. Yep. Yep. I guess they would say in order to ignore what I was feeling, it would have been better off with me just going and smoking a blunt and getting drunk and, ooh, let's go party, let's go have fun. right? I wouldn't have relationship issues. Money wouldn't be a problem because I would want money, money, money to go after my addiction, right? Instead of sacrificing to go after my spirituality. Does that make sense? This is weird energy. Very weird. I said I didn't know where to go with this, but it's going. 3:08 on the clock. 3 Empress 8. Strength. Taurus Leo. Fixed signs. Those two together are squares. Tension. Now I'm seeing 3 and 9. 309. Third house, ninth house in opposition. Gemini, Sagittarius, Jupiter, Mercury. Higher knowledge, communication. Study, foreign travel. Investments in banking. Mercury, media. 6 of Wands. That's where we win. So, in order to win, in order to be in the spotlight, in order to shine, in order to have a victory, number 8 could be of significance. 2024 adds up to an 8. I'm getting Leo's energy. 8th house, transformation. Scorpio associated. To Pluto. To Mars. Mars being with the North Node right now. Ooh, look at that. It's like the more you know. Listen. This is giving me more money, more problems. Where to you? More money, more problems. The more you're in the spotlight, the more problems you get. More money, more problems. Is that Biggie? Why can't I think of... Listen, I haven't listened to these songs in so long. I literally... More money, more problems. Or is that Diddy? I'm not getting it. Okay, that's Biggie. Okay, I got it. Wow, Biggie's coming through even. All right. More money, more problems. Let's look at the lyrics. This is giving me heavy on the materialistic shit. Now, who's hot? Who's not? Tell me who rock? Who sell out in the stores? You tell me who flopped? Who copped the blue drop? Whose jewels got rocked? It's giving poverty and or when you got what you got and you're sitting in abundance, they want to come for your shit. Who's mostly dulce down the tube sock? The same old pimp, Mase. Mase is the priest now, isn't he? Mase saw some shit. I'll tell you that much. I bet you he saw some shit. When is Mase's birthday? August 27, 1975. Yep, I'm going to be nosy and pull his chart. He's a Virgo. Hello, the Virgin Mary. And he is, oh, he was meant to come in and put in some work. He was meant to come in service. His birthday falls in the first decan. So that's the representation of what we just saw in the spread, which was the 8 of Pentacles. He was supposed to master a specific skill in this lifetime. You see what I'm saying? Once people come back in reincarnation, all right, I don't know, 1975. Let's just take a look. Listen, you guys, I can go deep into this if you got time. I just want to this is what I do. I like to look into details of things. Okay. August 27. Let's even go back like August 27, 1975. 27, August 1975. Alright, so at the time, we don't know when his exact birth date was. Say it was like afternoonish, right? Wow. He has lots of planets in mutable energy. So he was meant to be adaptable, flexible, and versatile with the changes that were happening throughout his lifetime. Or, you know, he's still alive, but we got Neptune, Pisces, not Neptune and Pisces, what I'm speaking about. Hold on, let me go up. His sun is Virgo. Alright, his Mercury is in Virgo. His Venus is in Virgo. He's got a Mars Gemini. His Neptune is in Sag. My God, okay. You see what I'm trying to tell you guys? Neptune is all about spirituality. Sagittarius is higher learning, spirituality. He becomes a priest. What? Mercury in Virgo, Venus in Virgo. Let's look it up. That's the energy of the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles. So this man was meant to be rich, to build a legacy. Mercury and Venus in Virgo. Venus in Virgo. All right, discrimination. A close friendship that may develop further, a total makeover, a love affair with someone at work. Did he date anybody at work? Who did Mase date? Is he even married? Look, Pastor Mase is back. It says, does Mase still have his church? The legendary hip-hop star and preacher is now the leader of Gathering Oasis Church in Atlanta. The church announced his leadership this past Sunday. This was back on January 5th of 2021. So you have to understand that I was seeing 3rd and 9th houses, right? Sagittarius opposing the energy of Mercury in the 3rd house. Mercury is brothers. Hold on, let me go back. Mind, intellect, and thoughts. Did Mase write his own shit? I would imagine. All right. Communication, it could come through music. He did music. He stepped into the energy of versatility. He went into the spiritual realm, right? He was definitely close with siblings. I'm guessing like with his brotherly love, right? He's open to discussions and or agreements because did I not say his Mars was in, hold on. His Mars is in Gemini. I think I said that. Yeah, his Mars is in Gemini. So that means that he likes to cross-question people. I love astrology. Oh, did him and Diddy have a fight over a contract? Because look, a heated argument, cross-questioning someone, a fight over a contract, a regretted letter. Mase's history with Diddy goes back to 1997 when Mase released his debut album Harlem World under Diddy's record label Bad Boy Records. He went on to release 2 more albums under the label before accusing Diddy of withholding his music royalties from him. Doesn't that seem like an argument, a dispute? And look at everything that's happening to Diddy now. The whole Tupac and Biggie thing, I don't know if that had a lot to do with, like, what's happening to Diddy, too. If he had some sort of association to their murders in some way. Alright, that's like a whole, whatever. Oh, gosh. What else am I getting out of his chart? Just with mutable energy alone. What did I say? Mercury in Virgo. Detailed craft work. Cataloging. A laborious task needing care and patience. Restoration of order at work. A need to plan ahead. So he planned ahead by planning to leave Bad Boy, all right, and stepping into probably his divine-like purpose with being a pastor, right? And then his Neptune being in Sag, let's look it up because I don't have Neptune in this book. But Neptune is of spirituality, utilizing the energy of his imagination in order to manifest what he wanted his life to look like. Neptune in Sagittarius. Neptune in Sagittarius helps us find a vision of what's possible so that we can change what needs to be changed. Your imagination, your creativity, and joy is transformed through education, experiential learning, and travel. But what is Jupiter in the 9th house energy? And Jupiter is the same thing. It's higher learning. It is spirituality. It's travel. It's belief systems, right? So looking at one's chart even, right, can be of significance to what the future is to look like. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, so imagine what's going to happen next year when Neptune steps into Aries. Oh, add that. This is interesting. So Neptune was in Sag at this time. All right. And now is getting ready to step into the following fire sign. Sagittarius, and then comes Aries. So from back then, what did I say, 1975? To Neptune now stepping into a fire sign. This is spicy. Let's look at it. The last time Neptune was in Aries was from 1862 to 1875. Leading to a pioneering efforts in chemistry, drugs, spiritualism, and comparative religion or tendencies towards self-deception and illusions. Because what happens when you start seeing the reality of shit? Those that want to escape, they go into addictions. They turn to love, where they can fuck up somebody's life emotionally when they're not the right person for that person, if you know what I mean. So it says, what does it mean when Neptune is in Aries? Neptune is in Aries as a sweet yet strong-willed placement. Like most Aries placements, it is full of energy, but Neptune's influence creates a uniquely calming and inquisitive nature. So those that are like, oh, you're not sweet because you're not compassionate enough. But when you have a moon in Aries, what are you? Yes, you are sweet, but you're very fucking stern at the same damn time. Like, I don't play that shit. I'm overprotective. Don't fucking play with my emotions. It's giving that energy. It's a I love you, but don't play with me. Because I got this fiery side to me where it's like, I'll put a spark up your ass. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. Anything else? That's Mercury, and we spoke about his Mars placement in Gemini. This man is like completely mutable, ruled, heavy. I want to look at his, hold on, you guys. So in his natal chart, like once again, I have it set for 12 p.m. noon, right? In his natal chart, say if he was born at this time throughout the year, and him having his sun in Virgo in the 10th house. Imagine that. He's a fucking hard worker. All right? He's very determined. Okay? He's very efficient. He's analytical. In the 10th house, this is his divine life purpose. He has to use his skills in order to build a legacy. Long term. Looks like his moon is in Taurus. The moon is exalted in Taurus, and it's in the 6th house of him being of service to others. His health is great, right? He, like, let's just say, for instance, like I just said, like, oh my God, this is crazy. The fact that I'm picking up on all of this. Like, you know what? I feel like this is Spirit's way of testing me, because someone just asked me if I could read a chart. So I'm sharing this with you guys with Mase. Why Mase? What does his name mean? M-A-S-E. Oh, that's right. He has an A and an S in his name. Not that this is his real name, but his nickname is Mase, right? So in numerology, the letters A and S represent new beginnings. He's a natural leader. He's independent. He's ambitious, driven. He's a visionary. He's ruled by the energy of the sun, technically, when it, taps in with the number 1. All right. The number 4 is the representation of M. So he has like this very foundational type of energy to him. He could be sensible, dependable, trustworthy, practical. He's loyal. All right. And Rahu is North Node. That Rahu is associated to the number 4 in numerology. And then the letter E is 5. All right. So he's open to change. He's adventurous, adaptable. Again, what I just say, he's adaptable, versatile. He's mutable, ruled. Literally. He's fun-loving. He's daring. Listen, I don't know this man. This is just a characteristic of me presenting who we know as Mase and what we know of him. All right. He's very grounded overall, I feel. Because he's an earth sign. Right? All right. What else do we see about him? So Virgo, Gemini, Mars and Gemini. All right. He is quick to make decisions. That's good, right? He's exalted in his moon. But let's just say, he's quick to make decisions when it comes what? To his 7th house, to contracts. So he moves very quickly in making contracts. Maybe he fucked up a contract with Diddy, right? Stepped into something he didn't know he was ready for. All right. Very argumentative when it came to a specific contract in his life that he felt was of importance, right? Which caused some sort of war or, disagreement in between the two of them. Mercury and Virgo. That was the energy of, what did I say? I was just on that page. Caution. Caution in the 11th house. He's very cautious when it comes to humanity, when it comes to friends, when it comes to collaborating with specific communities. And remind you, Mercury in Virgo is in its domicile energy. Like, it's comfortable there. It belongs there. But imagine how much he has to put his mind to work being in the 11th house. But it's the perfect placement for Virgo to be in the 11th house. Why? Because they're both very analytical signs. 11th house is Aquarius's energy. Virgo is efficient. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Like, he's on it. Mars and Gemini, quick to make decisions. Let's go. Who do I need to go talk to? Let's go. Right? His Jupiter is in Aries. I can start my own fucking business. Enterprise. Jupiter, expanding higher knowledge, spirituality. I can go build my own business. Setting up a business, working for a foreign organization. What's foreign? Spirituality. Using personality to improve one's status. We all love the Mase, right? He was like the sweetest person of Bad Boy. Enacting ideas for long-term success. Oh, but his Saturn was in Cancer. So guess what? He had to put in charitable work. Wow. See what I'm saying, you guys? What's charitable work? Him being here specifically for a purpose. Saturn is 10th house energy. It's where your divine life purpose is. His Saturn is in Cancer, meaning he has to put in charitable work. Working for a charity or an institution, a responsible post in which one is rewarded for good works, rewards for social work, and foster parenting. I don't know if he has foster children, but who knows? He might. He might. And he has Saturn in Cancer in the 9th house. The 9th house is of spirituality. You know what? Uranus in Libra for him. Uranus is the planet of like change. It's of chaos as well. Right? And his is in Libra. Libra is pertaining to relationships, partnerships, contracts. Libra's energy requires someone to be very balanced and to be able to see both sides of a situation. And his Uranus and Libra is in the 12th house. So spiritually, utilizing the energy of the imagination, right? In the change of times, he was able to work with the energies. All right, Libra is cardinal. So he was initiating partnerships at this time, is what I'm saying. And the fact, this is amazing. The fact that whatever change he made in his life pertaining to those relationships and where he knew balance and harmony was going to come into his life was through the 12th house. Through spirituality. 12th house is Pisces energy. Jupiter and Neptune ruled. Meanwhile, his Neptune's in Sag. So you think about it. Neptune and Sag, Neptune and Jupiter both ruling Pisces. His Neptune and Sag in the 2nd house. It's what he valued. And Pluto came destructing his partnerships in his 11th house with his friends. So he had to do what? His friend group, his community of people was destructed so that he can go rebuild a new community of people. And what did that look like for Mase? It happened to be, all right, where he built with his spiritual community. And his North Node, wow. His North Node was Scorpio in the 1st house. He was sent here to transform so that he could literally dive deep into his emotional feelings and face his fears pertaining to who he wanted to represent out to the world. 1st house energy. And of course, his Chiron, yes, is in Aries at that time. All right. In the 6th house. So having to deal with wounds pertaining to what? How is he supposed to come back into this lifetime and be of service to other people? So if he grew up young, dumb, stupid, doing drugs, alcohol, 6th house energy. You know what I'm saying? He had to focus in on bettering himself through his health as well. Okay? Now, that's just his natal. Let's not even go into the energy of what I'm seeing for his Placidus chart. That's completely different. You guys, I don't know what the hell this is, why I tapped into this, but it is what it is. I think I can read a chart. I think I can understand a chart. If this was my test for today, yeah. So his ascendant being Scorpio. All right. His 2nd house being Sagittarius, him valuing spirituality. Capricorn in the 3rd house, he could be a leader when it comes to communicating information to a specific group of people. He's a pastor. Aquarius in the 4th house, interesting. Putting in humanitarian work pertaining to his home community. Where was he born? In Jacksonville, Florida. And then he ended up doing a church in Atlanta, it said. Listen, what I'm trying to say is that the way that the planets work with us, they work in miraculous ways for us to move forward on our divine life purpose. All right. This man is completely ruled in mutable energy, I want to say. Not completely, but he's very ruled in mutable energy. Like, very ruled. And the reflection of even the houses with the placements of the sign and the actual planet, perfect placement for him. He was sent here to do analytical work. That's what I'm getting. Pertaining to his career. Analytical work. Studying something, learning something, teaching something. Because he has the sun in Virgo in the 10th house. He was meant to be a leader. We're all meant to be leaders. Let me not just say it like that. It's, you have to be in alignment with what astrology says you're here for. Because this is you, your soul reincarnating from your past lifetime. Right? He has a Leo medium Koli. And a Taurus descendant. With him having, he's very fixed in his energy overall. In his astrological axis. Meaning the houses. Scorpio ascendant. Taurus descendant. So he just had a South node in his house of self back in 2023. His North node was a specific partnership. What came in new for him? Because Jupiter just stepped out of his 7th house and into his 8th house. He's going to go through another transformation with Jupiter being in Gemini right now in his 8th house. That's what it says. And by the time Jupiter steps into Cancer, which will then be, Jupiter stays in one, 1 year in every sign. So then when Jupiter steps back into Cancer, pertaining to his Placidus chart, Jupiter is going to step back into Cancer in his 9th house. So he'll be right back in alignment with where he's supposed to be on his spiritual journey. I'm trying to tell you. Where's his revolutionary planets happening right now? Pluto's stepping back into the 3rd house for him. So he definitely could be seeing some sort of destruction happening pertaining to his leadership role and where he communicates. All right, but Pluto's then going to step back into Aquarius in his 4th house. All right, destructing what his home environment looks like. Maybe he's going to be moving his church or something. Okay. Neptune is stepping out of Pisces and into Aries. So whereas he may have thought that this shit was a joke, he may have thought that he was stepping into this role to do it as a hobby, Pisces in the 5th house, to go teach children. No. Neptune stepping in his 6th house in Aries. This is what he's meant to do. He's supposed to be of service to others and put in hard work in order to help other people heal. What's Jupiter and Scorpio energy? He's probably going to go through a very difficult legal problem. Maybe he's going to be judged for doing some sort of manipulation in his church, possibly. I'm just saying, you guys. Listen, Spirit's coming through and calling people out on their shit. His midhaven is Leo. Last year, Venus went retrograde in Leo. Venus and Leo. Affair. Did he have a love affair? A deep, dramatic love affair, a showy lifestyle, excessive luxury, and extravagance in show business. He could have been the G of the church. I mean, obviously, right? Living the luxurious life and extravagance. But you know what? Leo being in the midhaven is kind of giving me like this person, his leadership was meant to have him being put in the spotlight. He came here specifically to be in the spotlight. And then once again, Virgo in the 11th, he's very analytical. He's very efficient in the knowledge that he has, the way that he speaks. He's very original. He's innovative in some way. So he took what he got out of the music industry and took that to be able to have a specific skill to move forward in his actual divine life purpose, which was actually speaking to groups of people. He has not only experienced it through music, but now through spirituality. So this is what I'm saying. Like, whatever you learn in a lifetime, it's meant to bring you to something higher and better. Anyway, all right, you guys, let me just pull one card on this energy because... Whoa, oh, okay. Whoa. This one wanted to fall down and the sun came out. But this is Saturn in Pisces. Current transit. So where we're experiencing discipline, structure, authority when it comes to spirituality, think it's a fucking game when I just explained everything that I just explained. And we know who this man was in the past to what his life looked like now. This is why Spirit wanted me to channel. Bottom of the deck. There's new beginnings coming. Y'all better be ready for them. I love you guys. Bye.